Regardless of what all the gurus tell you online, success isn't about doing more, it's about doing less, but better. Instead of taking on every project or chasing every trend, if you prioritize this one rule, I promise you, it could change everything. Because to keep it simple, your time, your creativity, your energy, these are limited resources and you should prioritize them and use them wisely. So I've been reading the book Essentialism, and honestly, the actionable, tangible wisdom inside this book has helped me so much already, and I know it can help you as well. Not only just improve your mindset, but also help you become a better filmmaker in the process. But before we dive into the nittiest of the gritties, what's up storytellers, Jared with an I here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this channel is all about giving you the confidence to lean into a full-time career as a wedding filmmaker. So if you're into that sort of thing, it would mean so much if you consider liking and subscribing. But now, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. So the core idea of essentialism is to really just eliminate things that are non-essential and focus on things that truly matter. And it's honestly a mindset shift to take you away from trying to do more things and only focusing on doing the right things. Success isn't about being busy, it's about being effective. And I think a lot of us can safely say, as wedding videographers and entrepreneurs, we say yes to a plethora of things without really asking ourselves, can we even handle this? Do we have the bandwidth to effectively manage it? Or even the ability to discern whether or not this is the right thing for us in our business? But one of the right things to do for your business in 2025 is to stop sending your films through the boring, highly compressed, ad-ridden platform like YouTube and start elevating your video delivery experience through VidFlow. You know, when we first dive into the journey of wedding videography, we kind of Frankenstein a lot of different processes that end up being a lot more tedious and not really worth the hassle. And I promise you, the way you deliver your film matters just as much as how you create it. So skip the noise and start creating a beautiful, customizable viewing experience that your couples deserve through a trusted platform like VidFlow. They make it super simple, not just for you, but for your couples as well. So if you want to get started, you can check out the link down in the description below. So the 90% rule is essentially a decision-making framework that helps you prioritize the best opportunities while eliminating distractions. And the rule is pretty simple to follow. If the opportunity in front of you isn't a 90 out of 100 in terms of alignment, value, and excitement, then it's an automatic no. And it's designed to really help you focus on bringing in those opportunities that are meaningful and impactful for yourself, creatively, for your business, rather than filling your time with all the things that don't truly fill up your cup. You know, we've all been there where we've taken on events or weddings or commercials or projects that just truly didn't fit that 90 out of 100 criteria, and we end up feeling just pretty burnt out, pretty disappointed with the outcome. We felt drained and just creatively unfulfilled at the end of it. Especially when it comes to weddings where you arrive on the day to realize that this just wasn't a 90 out of 100. You're working with a couple that doesn't truly appreciate your vision, or there's a lot of creative demands later on in the editing room that leave you totally unfulfilled and just drained completely. It ends up not being a portfolio piece. It doesn't help you push your brand and your business to the next level. And it's just a rinse repeat trap that you can easily fall into. So what is the criteria that you could use today to start building that confidence towards saying no? Now, every filmmaker's criteria is going to be different, but these are the questions that you can ask to help build a solid path forward. Number one, does this wedding align with my brand values? Do they care about having their story captured authentically, or are they not looking for anything fancy? I literally had a couple tell me that one time. We don't want anything fancy. Just capture our wedding. All right, great. Number two, does this couple respect my work and investment? Are they asking for discounts early on or over questioning the process and your ability? I think you can easily spot those red flags early on, especially once you kind of get going with the consultation process. You kind of start having that gut feeling a little bit of whether or not this is actually going to be a good fit. And you should always 100% at all times trust your gut. Number three, will this film improve my portfolio and attract my ideal couples? This one can be oftentimes hard to speculate because we don't really know how the wedding day will unfold. But a good indicator is where their venue is, who their photographer is, do they have a planner, and are the bride and the groom equally excited and interested in hiring you for their wedding? And number four, does this fit my long-term business goals? Is this event pushing me towards working working more with my dream couples and filling up my cup both creatively and logistically? And if any of these answers aren't an overwhelmingly enthusiastic yes, then it's just a no. Now, I get it, there is a lot of fear in saying no because saying no feels risky, especially if you're just starting out and especially if you really need the money. But the truth is, every time you say no to the wrong opportunity, you open up space for the right one. And honestly, you're providing a disservice not just to yourself, but also to the couple when you take on this wedding that you know is just not a right fit for you or for them. Because yes, you are wanting to work with your ideal couple, but you should also make sure that you are the ideal videographer for this couple. Because if not, this is where you could run into a lot of friction later on. But what happens when you start applying the 90% rule to your business? Well, one, you start working with ideal couples who fully trust your vision and what you bring to the table. Two, you start making films that you're actually proud of and that creatively fulfill you. Three, you can charge more for your services because you and your couples both know the worth and the value of your product and your experience that you provide for each couple. And last, you avoid burnout and have a business that supports your dream life. I mean, imagine a calendar full of weddings that you're really excited to shoot versus a handful of ones that you really regret taking. That's the power of essentialism, and that's the power of the 90% rule. So have you ever regretted taking on a wedding that wasn't a good fit? I'm sure you have. Drop a comment below, let me know. I'd love to hear from you either way. I hope this video was helpful and valuable. If it was, make sure you like, subscribe, and until next time, keep creating and telling beautiful stories. Peace.